Hello and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am the Crushinator, and tonight I am here with a Division E best of 3. We've got really aggro Ghoul elites from the Rage Esports organization taking on Dragon Gall Z here in our match tonight. Excited to see what these teams break out. It's always you always can't quite predict the drafts here in Division E because people tend to bring out those pocket picks that they tend to do really well with. So I'm excited to see how that unfolds here. Draft is coming up, so let's go to map select. See what the series is like here. Tomb of the Spider Queen, Infernal Shrines, Battlefield of Eternity, and Dragonshire are your banned maps for tonight. And we're going to be starting things off on Alterac Pass. Let's get into the draft. Alrighty. Dragon Gall Z on the right is first to act. Johanna going to be the opening ban here. Pretty much across all levels, Johanna has been one to control. So not too surprising to see that banned away. We're going to shorten really aggro Ghoul elites to Rage today. So it's a little easier to call during the match. Rage is going to ban away Stukov here. I think we've got 4 or 5 teams that were entered from this org. That this is the first season I've heard of them. I'm not sure if they've formed recently or they've been operating under different labels, but yeah, a lot of teams entered this season from that org. Dragon Gall Z going to get rid of Anduin as well here, choking out those healers. Rage with the last ban. See if they want to reduce the healer pool even more, or if there's another target they want to get rid of here. Alterac Pass, you want to make sure that your side laners are bulky. Varian will be the ban. Seems like pick comp is what they're targeting, as Helix the Cat locks in Brightwing for first pick. Stukov Varian, a pretty devastating combination if your opponent is planning to run around and just get solo picks on the side lane, so it seems like Rage is a little bit worried about that with these bans. K4K going for the Li Ming. Omster on Dahaka. This is a map where Li Ming can get interrupts over the wall on the objective. There's a lot of space to work with outside of the lanes, so Li Ming isn't going to get her shots blocked a lot. Omster with the Dahaka, going to be able to match the global of Brightwing here. I like the first 2 picks from Rage here. Dragon Gall Z, Autumn going for Tassadar, another hero who can get some interrupts over a wall if necessary. Porthos going for Blaze. Tassadar going to have to be a little bit careful. Self-roots on the Shockray cast, so we'll have to watch out for Li Ming lining up those orbs and arcane missiles. Junkrat to be banned out here by Rage. Junkrat can do some good work on Alterac Pass, again with interrupting over the wall, but both teams kind of have that covered so far. And also just zone control with those traps around the pretty small fight points. Dragon Gall Z, they see the Li Ming Dahaka. What are we thinking for a mid-ban here? Gonna ban Stitches, okay. Stitches can do some work, as Alterac Pass is a pretty open map, can walk around out of vision fairly easily. El Grundler going with a Nubarak, a solid pairing with Li Ming here. And to make sure that a Nubarak isn't on the other side to spawn those beetles to block Li Ming shots. Archangel opting for Sylvanas. Nubarak Sylvanas, a pretty good duo for taking down the walls. Ooh, Calm going for Arthas here. This is my first Arthas of the season. And No More Heroes opts for Greymane. Arthas Blaze on the front line. Gonna try to control Dahaka and a Nubarak. Lagwagon on the last pick going for Rhaegar. So that's a pretty devastating trio for knocking down structures here for Rage. But Arthas Blaze, very good control on that front. Could just move forward and use those slows to make sure no one can escape. Alrighty. Drafts are in. We're going to get ready for game number 1. Here we go. Game number 1. On the left in the blue, we have really aggro Ghoul Elites or Rage. El Grundler on the Anubarak, K4K playing Li Ming, Lagwagon on Rhaegar, Omster playing Dahaka, and Archangel on the Sylvanas. On the right in the red, it's Dragon Gall Z. Calm is on Arthas, No More Heroes playing Greymane, Porthos on Blaze, Autumn playing the Tassadar, and Helix the Cat is on Brightwing. Here we go. Game number 1 is underway. It looks like Rage going towards the bottom lane, trying to use the Anubarak Sylvanas to get a jump start on this wall. Taking the long way around here. We'll go ahead and get on this gate, but here comes Dragon Gall Z to defend. We're going to try to take down the turret. Sticking around it for more here. Calm gets the nice route there onto Archangel, and Sylvanas will be taken out. A nice pinch there from Dragon Gall Z, but they do lose part of their bottom wall. Calm able to get away here as both teams resetting onto their own sides of the map. Looks like Dahaka and Blaze covering the off lanes for the moment. Sylvanas making their way back. And the lane phase will commence here. El Grundler going after Autumn, gets a nice double stun. Li Ming lining up the shot, and Archangel trying to finish off Autumn, but Helix the Cat is going to phase shift in and prevent that pick. Greymane and Brightwing going to try to get this mid camp out quickly for Dragon Gall Z. Looks like rotating as 4 is Rage. They're going to try to take out more of this bottom tower. Autumn the only one on the defense for now. Tassadar going to try valiantly, but this wall will be going down. Not working on the back camp though. Instead, they got that down. Looks like now Rhaegar is starting to head over to the side camp with Sylvanas. Li Ming and Anubarak going to deal with the mid pressure. Here comes Dragon Gall Z. Calm leading the way. Not going to go for an engage here onto El Grundler. They do get a nice wall though. Anubarak able to dig back to safety. Back camp is going to be taken here by Rage. Because their mid wall pretty well defended. A little bit of damage onto the turrets, but not much else. Staying as 4 here, going after Porthos, but Blaze able to dodge away. Calm coming up for the defense as the mid bruiser camp is now meeting the gate. Greymane forward here. El Grundler looking, is going to find the stun. Can the rest of the team get here in time? No More Heroes is going to be slowed there by the urticating spines. Greymane goes down. Nice job by El Grundler getting in front of that. Prison camps are up in the top lane here. Team's pretty even now in experience. They will be hoping for level 7s before they get into a team fight over this objective. Back camp is up. Archangel trying to shut down this wall once again. Porthos finds a stun. Calm. Gonna try to chase forward. Gets a nice root onto 2. Autumn gets in range. Needs to hit a shock ray. There it is. Sylvanas goes down. Nice lineup there by Autumn. All the while, Greymane gonna be working on this back camp. Here comes Helix the Cat to help out. Siege camp for Rage only coming up now. One thing El Grundler can do with the Anubarak is try to solo sneak this objective by spawning beetles to grab aggro on the guards. So we'll see if that's going to be a play here. Anubarak going in, getting the stun onto everybody, but Calm is controlling that front line with that slowing aura. Nice wall as well. El Grundler Not able to get out due to the polymorph, will be taken down here. Continuing to chase on forward is Dragon Gall Z. Stun lands onto Archangel. Nice cleanse from Lagwagon, but there's the polymorph, and Sylvanas is going to go down. Good chase, and now the objective is going to start ticking here for Dragon Gall Z. Taka holding the bottom lane for Rage right now. Nubarak back, Sylvanas is now back. I don't think they're going to be able to contest this, though. Looks like Rage is just going to double back here and pick up their mid camp. Prison camp is broken out, and we are going to have Red Riders for our first objective of the game. Getting close to level 10s, but not there just yet. We'll see what the split is going to be like. It's like a party in the mid for now as El Grundler goes out and stuns that backline. Wall from Tassadar prevents retreat for the meantime. As the mid siege camp will have to be dealt with, but the objective going to be pretty effective at clearing that away. Archangel using the possession here on this wave to delay further with the push. Tom looking to get the root, doesn't quite land. Mid being cleared out quickly by Rage, saving that wall. Top lane still pressuring as well as bottom lane. Sticking around in the mid for now is Dragon Gall Z, as we see Rage heading on up to clear the top objective. Looks like Dragon Gall Z, oh, they've got their 10s here. Archangel stepping up, using that Haunting Wave to apply the Banshee's Curse. Those towers still kicking here in the mid. Looking at the heroics, we've got Blink Heal, Black Hole, Go for the Throat, and Bunker so far. Nice dive there by Anubarak. That'll be Brightwing going down. El Grundler staying aggressive there for Rage. Arthas holding some talents here as we see the heroics being locked in for Rage. We've got Disintegration Beam, Isolation, Wailing Arrow, Cocoon, and Ancestral Healing. Sylvanas shuts off the tower as Brightwing now back on the battlefield. Ooh, takes a big hit there from the Li Ming. Silence Arrow goes out from Sylvanas, but not able to follow up. Calm perhaps a little anxious out there. Still holding that talent. There we go. Sindragosa, the choice here for Arthas. And now they're going after Arthas. Calm, staying good there on the front line. Has that 30 armor. Arthas thinking about going back here, just baiting an engage. Rage stepping up. Hopefully looking... Oh, Black Hole goes out from Tassadar, fishing for an engage there, but not going to land. Sylvanas shuts down the tower, and it looks like this fort may be going down. And Nubarak stunning 2 on the top side, puts Brightwing into the cocoon as the fort falls. Won't be able to follow up, though. They do get the structure, and they're going to start to double back. Blaze putting a bit of damage in the mid before rotating on up. Back camp going to be started here by Dragon Gall Z, as the prison camps in the bottom lane are getting ready to spawn next. Rage going to try to get their mid camp going again. Thirteens are pretty close for both teams. Dragon Gall Z slightly ahead in experience. As the mini hoggers press forward. 13s are in. Looks like they're sticking around the mid lane here, thinking about moving forward. No more heroes going to lead the charge here. Thirteen's about to be here for Rage. And there they are. Even fighting talent tiers now. As El Grundler waiting for someone to walk up to be able to find an engage. Calm stepping forward. Archangel Throwing out the damage onto the front line. Here comes Syndragosa from Arthas, slowing on to K for K. Nice polymorph timing. Lagwagon in trouble as well. Is going to have to self-ancestral, but will survive. Mid-fort is being shut down by the ice there. Greymane in the cocoon underneath that fort, trying to roll back to safety. Nubrak following up. The black hole just missing the stun there onto El Grundler. But now Calm is slowing that front line once again. They do get one pick here. Archangel continuing to put on the pressure there. Calm, nice peel with the root. Porthos been getting a big stun on the top side as no more heroes trying to go in there. Isolation from Omster shuts down Dahaka, or shuts down Greymane, I should say. No more heroes, has to roll out to safety. Calm keeping the slow on that front line as Omster going in for another drag possibility. Not gonna have the cooldown to get it though. Dahaka is rooted. Ooh, be able to duck the stun, but it hits the back line. The damage follow-up. Not enough for either team to grab a pick. Back camps are now a priority for both sides. Lagwagon working solo for Rage as 3 members for Dragon Gall Z are getting their camp. In the top lane, Porthos and Omster continue their 1v1. Objective still waiting. Looks like Dragon Gall Z starting to come into the area. Boss another possibility as well. K for K checking it, seeing that Dragon Gall Z have not started it. But they're baiting a trap here. El Grundler staying here, Calm, and everyone moving forward. This could be a big flank opportunity. Autumn has stepped up. El Grundler, oh, they got 2 stacked up. Double stun, huge silence. That is Tassadar going down. Helix the cat is going to be put into the cocoon. Very low on health here, will be taken out. Great patience from Rage, and they're able to get a double kill. They want to start up this bottom boss. Should be no trouble doing that. Grundler going to get in there and start tanking as the boss goes down to half. In the mid, though, this camp continues to push forward. That is going to have to be dealt with. Dahaka starting the objective. Boss is claimed. We are now even on level 16s. Dragon Gall Z is going to use their 3 remaining to start working on the top boss here. You know they're not going to be able to contest the objective, so they're going to at least try to get some counter pressure going in the top lane. The mid-wave collapse is going to be taking out pretty much this entire wall. There it goes. Bottom boss up onto the keep wall here. Rage going to be working on the mid-fort as Porthos... Ooh! Little shimmy there from Archangel, and Porthos almost had a stun onto 3. Dahaka still working on the top lane, bottom lane boss, chewing down this wall. Raiders are secured here, though, for Rage. Bottom one's going to be going straight into the keep here. Anubarak using those beetles to try to solo this top fort and let the riders catch up. It's one of the powers of Anubarak. Looking like a flank here on the mid, but Dahaka and Anubarak are not here. Huge silence still from Archangel. Porthos trying to get away, has to use the bunker. Black Hole catches 3, but Arthas still going down. Mid objective has fallen. Archangel going after Autumn here. Nice job using the Shadow Walk to get away. Bottom keep did fall during all of that. The objective push claiming that structure. Rage starting to pull ahead here on these buildings and in experience. Drag goes out. They're going to find Porthos here. Able to use the jet propulsion to get back to safety. Isolation doesn't land. Hearth is still down. Rage is going to go ahead and pick up this mid camp steal. Homester trying to hit a drag there. I think hit the wall. Two keeps remaining. for the side of Dragon Gall Z. Definitely doable here. If they can have both their keeps still standing by the time level 20s come around. They're still in a decent enough position, though it's going to be tough if they lose another objective. Boss is still more than 2 minutes away on both sides. So right now it's just sort of play the waiting game and try to find level 20. Porthos getting the bottom lane cleared. Roaming around looking for a fight here is Rage. El Grundler trying to get the team to move forward here. Calm gonna dodge the first stun. Dodges the second as well. Porthos, jet propulsion, not able to get through. Forced to use the bunker, but baits out the Wailing Arrow. Here's the counter engage from Arthas, slowing onto that back line. El Grundler, though, nice triple stun comes on out as Ohmster moving forward. They're looking for no more heroes here. Ancestral getting a Nubarak back up. Ooh, it's going to be Greymane taken out first. Blaze in trouble here, has already used the bunker. Down below 700 health, but able to get away. El Grundler continues to re-engage here. Calm is low, but starting to regenerate health. Ooh, Porthos is caught and pulled back into Haka. Nicely done on the follow-up there. El Grundler stopped the engage with a Impale, and the Haka followed it up with a drag. This looks like mid-fort going to be going down, and level 20s have also been achieved here for Rage. Autumn, going to be double stunned. Ohmster again with a great follow-up. Tassadar falls. Only 20 armor here on the core, and it looks like Rage are going for it. Greymane up in 10 seconds here, but I don't know if it's going to be enough time. Arthas and Brightwing, the only ones here on the defense as the core down to half. Greymane is coming out of the base. Calm is going to be silenced in the mix, but it looks like the core is dropping too rapidly here. Dahaka falls, but so does the core. Rage going to take the first game here over Dragon Gall Z. GG. Great momentum shift at the end there by Rage. They found the advantage that they needed, got some good pressure from the objectives, and through their teamfight prowess are going to take game number 1. Let's go to the post game. Check out the stats here. Archangel for Rage, 62,000 hero damage coming out there. Playing very, very aggressively on that Sylvanas, making good use of the Wailing Haunting Wave there to put the 3 stacks of Banshee's Curse. Autumn on the Tassadar, top hero damage for Dragon Gall Z, almost 41,000 there. We'll take a look at the talents here as we update the scoreboard. And we will prepare for game number 2. Alrighty. We are going to Volskaya Foundry here for game number 2. Let's get to the draft. Alright, firing things right up. Johanna, banned off the top once again by Dragon Gall Z. Jaina, this time removed by Rage. Oh. Check your posture, team. Make sure you're not slouching. Shoulders relaxed, back straight. Don't do this one. Stay back here. Anduin gonna be the ban once again. Dragon Gall Z sticking to their guns on these bans. We'll see if there's any more adjustments. Still taking away Varian here. Our Rage. First pick once again. Ooh, Helix the Cat going and taking that Stukov that was available in place of the Jaina ban. So we'll see if that's the secret sauce here for Dragon Gall Z. Rage will opt to pick up the Brightwing that became available. What is the pairing here? See if they want to go for a tank. Gonna go for the offlane, and Ohmster choosing Leoric. Picking the Leoric now does mean that you can't have that Stukov-Leoric combo to kind of have a level 10 silence and tune. see. Dragon Gall Z. They don't have the variant. They're going to go Imperious and Nubarak, so really trying to focus on stunning that front line and getting that lurking arm down. Which appeared to be what Rage was banning away in game number 1. So it looks like they're going to have to deal with that now in game 2. Rage considering their mid ban here. They know that 2 DPS are needed, so they're going to get rid of Hanzo. Wanting to make sure another form of engage from long range is not available. Dragon Gall Z, they see the Brightwing, they see the Leoric. Volskaya Foundry, I don't know if Zul'jin is in their arsenal, but this, if there was ever a Zul'jin map, it would be this one. We're going to remove Garrosh here. Garrosh can definitely mess up a double front line. You engage forward, Garrosh throws you even farther back, and then all of a sudden, you don't have your movement tool and you're way in the back line. I like that ban. Rage coming in with their next 2 picks. Got the Brightwing, they've got the Leoric. They'll need some damage here. And damage they will bring. Archangel goes for the Vala, and El Grundler taking Diablo. Diablo, great big ball of health, of course. Calm, ooh, Calm gonna opt for the Rainer here. Jimmy the Gun picked up by Dragon Gall Z. Porthos on the last pick. Ooh, taking the Rexar, so even more stuns on that front line with the double Bruiser Anubarak. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 possible stuns in a row to line up with that Stukov silence. K4K on the last pick, taking the Kael'thas with the extra body on the side of Dragon Gall Z and all that front line. Kael'thas could do some work here. As long as Kael'thas isn't the one getting engaged upon, those living bombs could be spreading like wildfire. That's for you guys.
Dad joke.
There you go. One for you. All right. Getting prepped for the next game. Let's do it. Game number 2 on the left in the blue. Once again, we have really aggro Ghoul Elites or Rage. El Grundler on the Diablo, K4K playing Kael'thas, Lagwagon on the Brightwing, Archangel playing Vala, and Omster is on Leoric. On the right in the red, we have Dragon Gall Z, Calm on Rainer, Solnova playing Anubarak, Helix the Cat on Stukov, Moogle is playing Imperious, and Porthos is playing Rexar. Game number 2 is underway here. Rainer going to pepper them up with that trait stacking at level 1. Seems like a good plan for a solo damage Rainer. Arcane Barrier quest here for Kael'thas, and Auto Attack quest for Vala are your questing talents here on level 1. It's Archangel trying to stay aggressive, but it's a little bit difficult to stay in range here when you've got Anubarak and Imperious ready to counter engage. Top lane cleared away. El Grundler rotating aggressively. And it looks like Rage has the initiative on these wave clear rotations. Item camps are available. Let's see what the priority is going to be for those. Solnova and Moogle, they're sitting. They want to engage here. Rainer's starting to catch up. There's the stun onto 2. Polymorph is going to cut the stun from Imperious a little bit short. Lagwagon spending all the abilities there to grab those saves. Nice response there from Rage. Rexar trying to start. Misha, no! Oh. Misha just kept Porthos saying, Misha, heal. There you go, Misha. Alright, get back into the action. Well done, Porthos. Rotations will keep on going here. So far, no camps taken here for Rage. Just keeping up on that wave clear, keeping up on the rotation between top and mid. Google looking for Archangel there, but just a little bit off. Now it looks like they're headed down towards their turret camp. Gonna pick up an item before our first objective phase. Should be announced here in just a couple seconds. Homester a little bit bruised here in the bottom lane, trying to deal with Misha and Rexar. So far, Dragon Gall Z doing a really good job of their macro here on Volskaya Foundry. They're going to get their siege camp out on time. They've got their turret on time. We're a little bit behind in the wave clear department, as that was really done well here by Rage. But not too far behind in experience. Back camp now being worked on by Rage as K4K and El Grundler trying to clear this top camp. Dragon Gall Z staying strong here on this objective. Checking on our level 1s, 11 out of 20 globes here for Kael'thas, 9 stacks for Vala, 8 stacks for Raynor. And Hunter-Gatherer, 4 out of 25 stacks now for Rexar. Rexar pushed out in the bottom lane is going to go top and try to clear away that camp. Looks like the rest of the team going to go try to help that out so they can get back to the objective phase quickly. That is going to allow Rage to push back on this bottom lane, though. Yeah, they're just going to jump right onto this wall. Homester staying on the point, avoids the set of stuns and slows down Anubarak. Moogle misses there as El Grundler trying to engage onto Anub. Nice stun train there. Misha leading the charge will be taken out first. Porthos in trouble. El Grundler needs a cooldown, and that is Rexar taken out as well. Silence is on point there from Helix the Cat. Counter kill for Dragon Gall Z. It looks like Rage have what it takes to pick up this first objective. Protector is claimed. Looks like they're discussing who's going to go in there. Leoric will be the one driving. Kael'thas going to play gunner. Focusing here on the mid. Protector down to about half here. Unfortunately, the minion wave is caught up there in the mid, so we won't be able to soak any of those shots. And this Protector is going to be very quickly taken out. Still just a sliver of health on there, but it's pretty much gone. Mid wall mostly taken down, though. You can't expect to get too much on the first one. Solnova trying to re-engage Moogle just a little bit off on that Celestial Charge. Those adjustments are only going to get crisper here for Dragon Gall Z as the game goes on. As the communication between Anubarak and Imperius will start to get more efficient. Turrets are up here. K4K and Archangel sending a wave into the top lane. Double back, Misha is going to be taken out. Big flank though here, Solnova and Moogle stepping up. That's a great stun onto 2. El Grundler gonna peel away with the overpower. Rage have their heroics. We've got the Entomb, Apocalypse, and Phoenix chosen so far. Brightwing is gonna go for the blink heal. Vala still considering. Heroics for Dragon Gall Z. We've got the Unleash the Boars, Flailing Swipe. The Angelic Armaments, Raynor's Raider, and Cocoon. Looks like it was Rain of Vengeance picked up by Vala. Heal camp chosen here by Rage. Dragon Gall Z rotating around. Solnova has been pretty good about trying to find these picks in lane, but right now the rest of the team is working on the back camp. So won't be able to go for an engage here. Homester still trying to work versus Rexar. Can be a little bit of a tough matchup for Leoric if the Misha control is good and breaks those spooky hands. Yeah, it was Willing Vessel as well, not the Hopelessness. If you go with the Drain range, that matchup gets a little bit better. But that does affect the build. Solnova, ooh, he's got a decent flank here. Double stun, triple stun there onto K for K. Helix the Cat is there. He is there for the follow-up. Continuing to chase through here. Lagwagon, Blink healing back to safety. Misha stun onto 2. Moogle with a fantastic follow-up. Oh! 2 taken down at the gate. Nice work by Dragon Gall Z. Starting to see why that Stukov got banned in game number 1. Helix the Cat has been very effective so far on that hero. That feels like a clippable moment, and I totally flubbed my words in the middle of it, so that'll be fun to put on YouTube. Solnova going into the back looking for K for K, but that's a nice turnaround from Kael'thas. Huge stun, and Anubarak goes down. Did not respect the fort fire. That's a counter kill here for Rage. Homester trapping here on the edge, but Helix the Cat just slips right out of there. Calm is low and will go down. Stukov not able to get that heals, and all of a sudden it's a turnaround double kill here for Rage. Top objective ready. Homester on the point there. Wave is pretty well cleared, so they don't have a way to just step up to this structure. Algrundler going to have to take some damage here. Imperius attempting an engage, not going to land. Fall is still plugging away on that quest, up to 85 now. Oh, Archangel, nice vault. Algrundler moves in onto Solnova. Nice in-tune there from Leoric, trapping 3 members. Anubarak first to fall. There goes Misha. Looking for Porthos on the front line. Algrundler, though, has got to watch out. Jeez, Stukov. Constant threat there. Especially with that level 1, dealing extra damage to low health heroes, and there goes Brightwing. Protector is claimed here, though, by Rage, though they are short a Brightwing. Protector going to be working the top side here. Helix the Cat just dropping that puddle of doom. Protector just hanging out in it. It doesn't feel like it's doing anything when you're in the Protector, because the Protector can't get silenced. But it is doing, you know, a non-zero amount of damage, as you saw in that last team fight. 16s are close for Dragon Gall Z. See if they can hold on here to get that talent tier advantage. Shield used here by Moogle. Was thinking about an engage, but didn't end up happening. Archangel going to be caught, put into the cocoon here by Solnova. Defense is requested. Can they follow up? Moogle's timing is on point. And there goes Vala. Homester may be going down next. Will be taken out here. That's a double here for Dragon Gall Z. They've got the level 16s. Where are they going to put on the pressure? Triple stun onto Algrundler. Misha in some trouble, will be taken out at the gate as Moogle goes over the wall. Big silence as well, and Algrundler is going to get the souls reset once again. Homester has returned. Uh-oh. Gotta watch out for that bomb spread in the back line. Dragon Gall Z will get away just fine. Top fort ailing, but not down just yet. Porthos, uh-oh. Elgrundler following it up there. Entomb on point from Leoric. Rexar taken out. Great job by Ohmster. 5v4 situation. We're going to see Rage grabbing this heal camp in the mid. Someone's got to grab it. Ohmster doesn't want it. Wants to. We'll go ahead and grab it anyway. Leo's got to clear the top wave as the rest of Rage grabs another item here on the left. Leoric will be flanked here. Nice job on timing that Wraith Walk. Get away from the pressure. Rage going to try to press up the bottom lane. There's the Phoenix going out to try to advance that wave clear. Sieging down the structure with that as well. Here comes the stun team, though. They're going to find Diablo on that front line. Moogle going after the back will be polymorphed. Archangel peeling with the Rain of Vengeance. Right wing put into the cocoon, but will get out of there. Elgrundler on the low side, though, is trapped. Trying to stay healthy, but silence will seal the fate. Diablo goes down. Dragon Gall Z, 9 kills to 5 now, still looking for their first structure. They've got mid and top softened up. Solnova's going to scout this camp and see Leoric over there. The rest of the team will not come through for an invade, though. Instead, looking to pick up both of the remaining forts if possible. Mid will go down. Misha was trying, Rexar was trying to step up with Misha and Imperius. And now it looks like they're going to rotate and finish this off. Rage gathering in the mid. They still don't have Diablo, though, so they can't really take an engage.
Red team has destroyed the fort.
Control point C is unlocked. Right wing going to start the channel here while they can. Diablo is on the way. Dragon Gall Z starting to come down as a team as Rexar coming back from the base. 25% and counting. Here comes Rage looking after that front line. Elgrundler is going to move in onto Misha. Soul Nova, stun there. K for K with a big damage combo. Soul Nova trying to get away here. Misha will go down first. It's Rage looking pretty good there on that invade. Soul Nova going in there, will be polymorphed. Google pushed away by Elgrundler. Silent Zone from Stukov continues to be lethal. As 20s are now in for Dragon Gall Z. Misha's back as well. This is not looking great for Rage. They got to watch out their engage angle. Elgrundler trying to peel back here. Lagwagon taken to safety by the conveyor belt. So Archangel is getting peppered up, but is able to move out. And Dragon Gall Z is going to take over this objective point with their level 20 advantage. Misha Baird gets the stun on the front. Zanubarak trying to find one. Does get the hit, but countered there by K for K. Misha going down here as Soul Nova put into the Entomb. Calm caught on the edge as well. Soul Nova very low, starting to move away. The silence is crushing here, but it will be Raynor going down. Ohmster trying to hit Soul Nova. The chase continues here. Moogle taking some hits as Archangel wants to get the follow-up. Shield is going to be enough. Porthos avoids the stun, but is in the danger zone here. There goes Misha. There goes Rexar. Soul Nova low will be next to fall. Google is slowed down. Archangel locked in. Polymorph will make sure Imperius falls. That's going to be a quad here for Rage. Archangel wanting to find Helix the cat, but Stukov escapes. Protector picked up here by Rage as they push through the bottom lane. Raynor back in 20, but the rest of the team about 35 seconds away. Ohmster, Ohmster was trying to move forward for an Entomb there onto Stukov. This Protector might be able to just go core here. If they load up Ohmster in there, maybe. Still 20 seconds, and they're moving on to the core. Core shielding is now gone, and this looks like Rage might just ride this teamfight victory to a map win. Yeah, the core's getting taken down. They have the damage. Very nicely done. Rage is going to finish it out and take the 2-0 victory here on Volskaya Foundry. GG. Very nice scaling into the late game there from Rage. It was looking like Dragon Gall Z was in control, but those late team fights and the scaling damage of Vala and Kael'thas in the end was just a little bit too much to deal with. Very nicely done there by really aggro Ghoul elites. Let's go to the post game. Checking out the stats here. Archangel on the Vala, 64, nearly 65,000 hero damage in the end with that auto attack build. It was Calm on the Raynor, a little over 47,000 hero damage there for Dragon Gall Z. Take a look at the talents as we update the scoreboard, and we'll see if we can get ourselves an interview with the winning team. Good stuff. Hello, K for K.
Hello.
Congratulations on the 2-0. Looking good today.
Yes, thank you.
I guess my first question, tell me a little bit about the Rage organization. It seems like you've entered quite a few teams here in season 16. This is an org I've never heard of before. Can you tell me a little bit about the squad?
So the Rage organization before was the Timeless Graveyard, and we had a server mod change, and with that, the name of the organization got changed. So all these teams have played in previous seasons before.
Okay.
And we just, our theme is Rage, so all of our team names have some kind of acronym of Rage or just Rage in the name.
Yeah, I saw a big influx coming in this season, so it's exciting to see sort of a new banner being flown here in NGS. Pretty cool. Are you able to, do you do anything in between the teams, like, sharing strats and doing scrims, or is it mostly just, playing together as a community?
We help each other out the best we can if we have the time. The organization is trying to spread out to other games like Valorant and COD and stuff like that. So we do have a merch store that is up and running now.
That's awesome.
Nemesis, our mod server, can tell you more about that.
Well, that's pretty cool to hear. Glad to hear things are flourishing over there. Looking at this series here, things were pretty back and forth in both games, but it seemed like by the end, the scaling for you guys really brought you over. Do you feel like that sort of momentum-based gameplay is, fits your style as a team, just like getting going in the late game and turning that into a core rush?
This season, yes, it has been. Last season, we kind of struggled with our end game, so we improved on that during the off season.
Well, definitely showed tonight. Us doing a great job of just getting through and ending those games. Yeah, great performance. Looking forward in the schedule. Are there any other teams that you're looking forward to facing? Maybe any rivalries from previous seasons?
Nothing that I can think of right now. I know Div E has a fairly bit of new teams this season from what I can remember seeing.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about the double round robin format? Do you feel like, being able to come around and play the same team again is nice to do in the regular season, or do you feel like, playing more teams once tends to, fit your preference?
I'm not really sure how I feel about that. I understand why NGS sets it up that way, but I don't really have a solid answer on if I like it or dislike it.
Okay. Well, K for K, thank you so much for coming on by and talking to me. Congrats on the 2-0 victory. Any shout outs you'd like to make before we close out?
I'd like to thank all of our subs. Thank you for being there for us when we need you to. I'd like to thank our coach, Orphananthus, and just the rest of the Rage squad in general.
Excellent. Well, congratulations once again on the 2-0 and good luck going forward.
Thank you.